David Burke is a super chef. This guy is just on fire, on fire. He got his start here on the Piscopo Show many years ago. I said, we take full credit.
As an intern. I was a coffee boy.
And then he taught us the bread trick, and that was it.
That was it. Stop it right there, because this is going to go the wrong way immediately. I know.
Like the popcorn trick.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, David! Between Al and David in one room together, I'm going to run into trouble already. Chef, good to see you. Congratulations on your mega success. I'm telling you, it was great. Everybody, you were Super Thursday, Tuesday, whatever it is. You're world renowned now, man. You're all over. I'm going to ask you, if you go to online, where can we find the David Burke so we can look at all your fine properties there? Is that DavidBurke.com?
ChefDavidBurke.com.
ChefDavidBurke.com. It's great, man.
Yeah.
And every time you it's so funny because Mike Marinaccio from he's here from Freehold.
Oh yeah.
You know, and Stacy's from that neck of the wood from the Retro Fitness folks.
Yeah.
And then you down in Hazlitt.
Now Atlantic Highlands.
Yeah.
And Fort Lee. I split my time.
You still stay down there, though. You still stay down there.
I took the ferry from Atlantic Highlands this morning.
Oh,
great.
wow,
Beautiful.
that's great, though. Yeah, it is. It is beautiful.
And then I stay in Fort Lee because I'm all over the place, so I can't keep driving up and down. So,
I know.
Yeah.
You don't drive yourself around, though.
Yeah.
You do drive yourself.
I'm looking for a driver. Anybody out there?
Yeah, me too. I lost my guy, Big Mike, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Part-time. I like driving, but I can't do it all the time.
No.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Especially, when you're going up. And I go up to Saratoga. I go to Garden City.
You can't.
I go down, sometimes I drive to D.C.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I love when we see the president coming out down in the Trump hotel down there at the International. Yeah, and he's walking out, and I see the BLT or whatever David Burke restaurant back there. I sent that to you. That's cool.
It was interesting. There was an article written in a publication in the UK said the two best restaurants in Washington D.C. you'll never hear about.
Is that said? Then?
Well, that's we don't get that as our due press because of that's the way it is. But anyway, everything else is great.
Yeah. So they say
in Jersey.
They said Mike Bloomberg put a billboard up says President Trump eats burnt steak, and then Bloomberg goes because I eat mine medium rare. Like that, he was using that as a.
Let me jump in right here.
Thank you.
Burnt steak. Let me explain something. The more you cook a steak, the better it tastes. Period. Fact. No matter what.
Mic drop. Hello.
Right, so
thank you.
Now here's the myth. If you have a great steak, but that's well marbled, with a lot of fat, even if you cook it well, then it'll still be juicy. The reason burnt steak sucks is because a cheap steak has not enough fat. So when you overcook it, it's like eating my corduroy jacket, right? Look at a short rib and a hamburger, well done. They both have good fat content.
Yeah.
Short ribs are cooked well done. It's like pot roast.
Yeah.
Burgers cooked well done.
Yeah.
They're still good, right?
Yeah.
So what's the point? So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
They just look. And you know what? If he ate foie gras and pheasant under glass, they'd criticize
Get
him
criticism for that. It's so true. But I like the steak well done.
My dad. Here's a reason why people eat well done steak. Because I got interviewed by people a gazillion times.
Yeah.
Some chefs wouldn't cook a well done steak. I said I cook any. I said the more I cook it, the more I charge.
Jack it up like that.
So the older people, and I'm not saying President Trump's that old, but my father, for example, is 85. They eat well done because they have refrigeration. Some of these third world countries or some of these countries, they don't have the refrigeration, the ice trucks, the ice machines. So they remember in Brooklyn you had the Iceman. He came with the. I'm too young for that, but my dad's like, you know what? We used to keep our meat on the windowsill, man. I mean, and that's so to kill bacteria, you cooked it more. And if you grow up eating well done food, that's what you're used to. You go down to Colombia, Brazil, whatever. There's nobody eating rare steak. In the good restaurants in the major cities, yes, but from home cooking, that's what you do because you don't have the modern luxury of a deluxe 4-door refrigerator in your house.
It's so true.
So
man.
it's habit. It's a lot of it's habit.
David, I tell you, every time we're together, I always think how you were brought up in Hazlitt, New Jersey, man. And I know that area well. That
I wasn't really raised there. I just lived there. I never really grew up.
Where'd you grow up? You grew up in
Union Avenue.
Union,
right near Holy Family, and right across from Union Beach and Keyport.
And you were, typical Jersey guy.
Yeah,
and then you
Little
go
League,
to international cuisine. You just felt like you just.
Listen, I was a dishwasher, and I want to be a cook, and It's really funny because I'm doing a TED Talk May 2nd at the Two River Theater in Red Bank.
Oh, that's a great theater,
Yes,
by the way.
yes.
That's a great theater.
And it's it's like I'm living 6 miles from where I grew up, and it's just going to be great.
It's hard.
So now I'm reflecting on what I'm going to talk
exactly.
about.
This is
And
great.
It's really interesting.
This is great.
Because,
When is this, by the way?
May 2nd at
This is
Two
gonna
River
be great.
Theaters. It's really going to.
Twin
And
River
the guy
Theaters.
lives down the street from me in Atlantic Commons. A guy named Brian. He's a great guy. He's organized the TED Talks. It's a small world. I met him at a Super Bowl party in another neighbor's house because I moved there in August, so I'm staying down there part-time. But when the interesting part is in the late 70s when I wanted to become a chef, I was laughed at. My wrestling coach called me a name I can't say on here anymore. He said, "What are you?"
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
What are you, a girl? You
Wow.
sissy?
Wow.
You're gonna bake cook? I'm like, what are you kidding me? I mean, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's a great journey. You couldn't write it better. That's for the way I feel.
And
you
you
gotta
put
go
all
out
the
there and swing the
criticism
bat.
aside. Back then, they didn't understand it because now, like,
Well, it
being a
was
chef
job.
is so hip now.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even a career profession. It was
Yeah.
a service job, like a janitor or a maid or something back
Yeah.
in the old days.
Yeah.
So they finally, in '77, became known as a profession, and that had a lot to do with the Culinary Institute of America and some other things that were going on. And that's where I went to school. So it's been it's when you reflect back
Yeah.
since the '70s to now, and the opportunities that are available if you want to work hard. And I say that you got to work hard. It's a tough working business. They're there.
Yeah, and I know how hard you work, man.
Yeah. But it becomes it's part of a lifestyle, really.
But you're out and about, and you go to the restaurants, and you show up, and then you have these appearances that you make.
Well, we gotta teach. We're mentoring. We're teaching. We're keeping quality control.
Yeah.
And then the ideation sessions and the creativity. The hardest thing about our job is getting the right people to execute it for you.
Yeah.
It's not the bills and the this and that and the clientele. No, it's just getting people that buy into.
Man, you're doing great,
the
man.
idea of success.
You're doing great, and we got a lot going on with David Burke. We don't want to talk about it now, but we'll hint at it. That
Get used to this voice.
Hopefully, I'll tell you. I think it's huge. And when you go to Princeton, let me know because I got I watch my nephews cook. David,
We're going to be in East Brunswick.
Oh.
Just a hint. I can't tell you yet,
Oh.
but with your friend Joe.
oh, is that right? Going to
Yeah.
be down there? All right,
Looks
all right.
like it.
This is
going to
be
building
great.
a nice hotel right next to
Holy moly!
his catering venue. So
This
just
is great.
Little, I'm not ready for announcement, but pretty close. Great guys.
David, will you come by soon? We miss
Yeah,
you,
you know
man.
what?
We miss you.
Listen, I can jump on a ferry. I'm here early. 9:30 works better than 7 too.
All right. You got it. Super
Nice
Chef
to see you
David
guys.
Burke, man. He's the man. Go to
And happy St. Patty's Day for you.
Yeah,
guys out
that's
there.
it. That's it. Well, look out for it. The chefdavidburke.com. You can check out all the spectacular, world-class 5-star properties this young man has from New Jersey.